Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a kind of a bonus page. Not this past Friday, but last week, I combined Mixed Media Mayhem with another challenge. I think it was 12 days of Christmas scrap lifts. And I used a recipe for, I don't know, upcoming weeks that we haven't reached yet, instead of doing the sketch that was there for that week's challenge. So I apologize for getting it wrong last time, and I didn't even like the layout that I made. Just piling on the stenciling was too much. Anyway, I'm going to do this. I have 4 different size and shape photos of John. I kind of wanted to do a John page. I got a little weepy on a page I made yesterday, and it, I don't know, just I kind of been thinking about John lately. So, this, as you notice, has a lot of splats and drips. And I'm going to recreate them with this stencil. Kind of build on it. I'm going to draw a line, and then I'm going to do this, and then we'll put the paper parts on. And if I'd been a decent video host, I'd have assembled all of these paper pieces so that they could just be kind of laid on top after I do the mixed media. But I didn't do that. So you're going to have to suffer through all of that too. Okay, let me kind of, I want to use this as a guide. I know that I'm just going to kind of go, here, let me do this. This is a branding strip. I'm going to use this on here. I kind of want to size it out. That's going to be up there, and there'll be photos along. Okay, so that's good. It's not too far from the top, and that gives me some distance to drip from. Let me see. Oh, I could use even more distance there. But I'll make this work. I could actually go up higher. On here, it looks like this is in the upper part of the page. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let's see. I'll push that up to there, and I'll just arrange the photos from there. Okay, now the drips need to go from about right there. Okay, now I have paper pieces are in the following colors. Okay, I've got the lime green, the kind of pale aqua, and I've got a purple and an orange. And I've got a little bit of pink. I'll probably have some pink flowers. And then I've got, where did it? Okay. I have this blue. So let's pull, I'm going to have room for maybe, let's say 5 drips, and I'll scatter a bunch of splats around. So let's pick 5 colors here. I'm going to go with mustard seed for the yellow, and I've got that. Okay, and I'm going to go with carved pumpkin or spiced marmalade for the orange. Let's see. I think spiced marmalade. And let me pull an orange. And then I'm going to go for seedless preserves. For the purple, not really. Or is it? That actually might work. Okay, and so let me get a purple. I don't have that exact purple there, so I'll use a new one. And then for the pink, I'm going to go with picked raspberry. I think that's what this is. And then blue. Should I try to do the blue or the lime green? Let's do the green, and I'm going to use mowed lawn. It's not exactly a lime green, but that'll work. Okay, so now I'm going to do a long drip right. My farthest drip, I think, is going to be over on this, like right about here. And let's just start with orange. Why not? And what I need to do, I need to have done a better job of arranging my table, but and I'm not going to try for any shading. That's why I'm using these applicators. They're not meant for blending so much as for concentrated application. And I apply them with sort of a twisting motion to not, and hold the stencil down really well. I'm going to come back and do some, okay, so that looks good. And then I'm going to do one of these, sort of up high. I'll keep the orange around. And let's do mowed lawn here. No particular rhyme or reason to the color choices. This is up high, so part of this big blob will be covered by the papers that go across them. I'm going to go ahead and do some of these small drips here. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Love that effect. So now I'm going to do this long drip right here. I could probably use a couple more colors. I have salvage patina that's too aqua. I'm gonna go for what matches this blue? Stormy sky, faded jeans, tumbled glass. Tumbled glass, definitely not. Salty ocean, maybe? That's close. And I'll pull this guy out. And I'm thinking I want to use blue now, which is why I stopped in the middle of this and pulled this out. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there and kind of go like that. This is a beautiful color. It's not exactly the right blue for that paper, but I don't think it's gonna attract the color police. And now is when I want to turn it over and get a kind of a different look out of the stencil. And in order to do that, I have to clean off this side of the stencil, and I need a sheet of paper. Oh, it's so hard to get to things with that on. It's just not reaching quite like I need it to. And I think those okay, so I've wiped off those inks. Look how cute that kind of looks. If you were going for that kind of shadowy look. Okay. Oh, this is hard. Okay, so now we had this. That was the way that one went on. I'm going to turn it over and do one maybe at a bit of an angle, because I think in the original there were a fair number of different angles on things. So I'm going to do a pink one here. Put that there, and where did the green go? Oh my goodness. Let me pull all these papers over to here and leave them, dump them in a mess. Okay. And this matches the color of one of the, no, probably several of the flowers. So I think that's going to be, and I'm going to put another pink splat kind of over there. It gets a little tedious after a while. Okay, so that I'm loving how that looks, and I'm going to come right here and do some pink spots right there. Okay, now let's do. I'm going to do. This yellow. I'm going to do a yellow splotch right kind of down here, like instead of dripping from the line, it just sort of spilled onto the page. And I don't know about you, but I think this yellow splat is going to really excite the page. Shall we do the reveal? I love it. I think it's kind of cool. So now I'm going to do one of these long splats, like this one in purple, because I think that purple is going to stand out beautifully against the yellow. And I'm hoping this is a pretty purple. Yeah, that's good. Okay. There. And now, let's see. I'm going to do this other kind of wonky sort of, I'll do this line of little circle-y splats. And I'm going to go back and do that in orange. I'm going to move it a little bit over that way. Okay, there's that. And then it's time for a green. I'm going to do this green kind of at that angle there. Okay, and I'm gonna take like this splatty bit right there, and I'm gonna maybe turn it over this way and do that one in blue. And then we'll go back in and fill in some small splats. And I'm debating whether to do those in black. Let's go. And I'm gonna mix the splats up. And so I'll probably pick a color and just splat it about. So the blue, for example, I could go like there. That's not very good, but it'll be all right. It's supposed to be a messy splat. I'm gonna clean this off again. And I'll do this again. I think I turned this one around, so gotta clean it on this side. All right. Now, let's go back and kind of mix up some splats. Like, I'm going to do the blue around kind of there. I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to look like. The tail end of this splat is exactly what it's supposed to look like, but let me... Okay, I'm going to be done with blue. I think I have blue spread across the page. The other color that I want a fair amount of is the pink. So I'm going to take the pink and kind of do some longer splatty bits. Okay, maybe right there. And I'm almost thinking now some real splatters would be okay. And I'm thinking those need to be black. Would you agree with that? And I may wait until after the rest of the page is done. Okay, so this is, let's build the horizontal piece. And I have these bits and this to start doing that with. I can do this right here and slide that in right there. Actually, let me do this. And then, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll do this. And then I'll slide that in. And then put this somehow on top so the purple's above it and the orange is below it. I'm going to try that. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I've got that. I'm going to put this, if I can pick it up, kind of like so. And I need to get this tape. I'm gonna try to get this put together before I put it down. Might be easier to work with that way. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right here. Just barely so that that orange goes to the pencil line. Kinda. Now, see, we've still got the pencil line here, and I'm going to have to cover that with embellishments. We will now put this on here, like so, and then I'm going to put some embellishments, or the title is going to go, maybe. And this is the title I wanted because all the things kind of sums up my feelings about John, but this title is too big for the art on this page, and so I'll find another one. I don't know where I will find another one at this point, but I bet if I check my Vicki Boutin stash, I can find stuff. I know one of her collections had something that said all the feels, and that's really what I was looking for. I'll do that, and let's kind of place the photos. That photo's going to go there, kind of straight up, and I was going to have a tag behind it. I think I liked the yellow one for And if I have it like that, that kind of gives me a look. And then I've got this that can go right there. And I'll have some embellishments there. Okay, next I have this. I'm going to put this photo here, and I'm going to put it right there, and then this do I really want to do that? I don't. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to end up covering all that up. This was actually maybe supposed to go. I'm going to put that there and line everything else up here. How's that? I'm going to put this right there, and this right here, and this right here. And I thought that I could have an embellishment, maybe another tag or something, cluster with this little guy and some other embellishment, maybe a butterfly from here or a sentiment. I like, I'm gonna pick a color that we have on the page, like that, for example. I think that'll work. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of slap these guys down, and I'm going to put foam behind this to lift it up. And well, actually, let me get some of my foam scraps here. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on here so it'll stick to the tag, but it doesn't have to stick to the background. So that's there. This is gonna let's see, do I have that? I do need something to stick to the background. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. Okay, I'll put that right there, and I can embellish that with something else, something cute. And I can do there's also a tag sticking out here, and I thought this green would be a pretty combination with the pink and the yellow there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of foam behind it. And all these papers and fussy cuts or tags and stuff, all of this is from Bold+Bright by Vicki Boutin, which, as you know, is a favorite. I purchased the class without realizing that I was going to have to redo my shoulder surgery, and okay, that kind of looks awkward in some way. I'm going to pull this out and see if, let's see, I don't have this one on yet. I'm going to put foam behind it because I like the variation in This one has visual depth because it's got the tag behind it. This one is flat, so now this one I kind of wanted to be I'm going to, instead of keeping, let's see, I'll put this one back here, kind of under that way. Okay. And now, maybe this little green tag could go here. Or here. I like that actually, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to enhance the adhesive on this. I'm going to put it kind of tucked in that way. I like that it kind of comes in from there. And then I can do this right here and have this little puffy butterfly. Okay, there. Now, let's see what we're going to do. Let me pull some titles. I have a little it doesn't have to be big. I like the Moments title, but I've used that fairly recently. Amazing. Life, enjoy, awesome. Here we go. Okay, grateful for this. That's my title. And now that tells me where I can put my embellishments and how big they can or cannot be. Oh my goodness, that's a mess. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a thin thing of foam. And I need it to be, well, I say I need it to be there. I suppose I could kind of cover that gap with a flower. And let's see, I've got that flower and I've got this flower. And do I want to use yet another one? And do I want a different one, like this, for example? And then I could do this. And let's see, would I want to also do these guys? And do I want one or two? And do I want them like that? That doesn't show too well. I'm thinking I want two. And then I'll do blue leaves over here. I don't think I need this leaf, or this flower, or that leaf. Maybe a butterfly. Not that butterfly. The rest will be these puffies. I was going to see if I could fit the camera in, and I'm going to, because I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to do it right here. Yeah. And then I'll do these leaves somewhere else. Okay, let's get this put together. These are actually washi tape stickers, but I'm leaving the backing on. And in the backing kind of makes them less translucent. They're a little more, you can see them a little bit better, and that's a fine effect if that's what you're going for. And okay, so I know I needed to do that, and I hate going over my splats, but they now look more natural. So I guess that's what we're going for. Let me pull this and get some, I need some more of this. I have to check and make sure I don't already have some. I ordered something the other day that I didn't need to order. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to go here with this one. Put it like that. Maybe slide it under like that. And I'll curl up the petals just a little bit. These are just some of my favorite pictures of John. This is one of the first pictures I ever took of him when we were first dating. And this just needs a double layer of foam. This was right after we'd gotten Scout, and oh my gosh, that was his cat. They bonded, and sadly, Scout didn't live very long. He got some kind of feline cancer and left us way too soon, but not before leaving us with amazing memories. And John had his favorite picture of him was a picture that we took when we were living in Belgium, and Scout moved with us to Belgium. He flew into none of the airlines that went to Brussels would allow cats in the passenger area. So he found an airline that would fly him into Schiphol in Amsterdam, and so he brought Scout that way. Let's see. I'm going to put another one of these here, like so. And so these, to balance those, ought to be over here by the camera. want to have it actually coming out from under the camera. Going that way. And then I'm almost done with this page, but I do think some black splatters might look nice. Okay, so those leaves actually are, they look funny. It's almost as though I have the wrong side out. So I'm gonna scooch this under here. It may not go. There, I think I'm gonna do that. Didn't want them to look like they were kind of fanning out. That didn't look very natural. Okay, so now I'm gonna put put a narrow strip of foam behind. I've got too much on my desk. Let's let it like so, and this is my kind of page. There are all the colors in the universe in these 4 photos. So I don't, oops, I guess I should put that right side up. I should have had this pink one out front so that it was going over both the pink ones, because the black and white text gets lost on the black and white flower. So let me change these. Let's see. That I have to remember is on double foam. This has no foam. So I'm going to have to put some. I'm just going to use these because I have them, and I have this stuck to my finger. So I don't want to get more into it than that. Let me get this away, and I'm going to put that right here. Okay. I think I want it further up. About like that. And now I can do this. All right. Now, I don't think I'm going to use any of these things, so they go here. I'm going to bring this out and we'll see what it needs. I'm going to get some black ink, or do I want pink or green or orange? Maybe, I still think I want black. But I'm having a little trouble finding it. Here we go. And what I'm going to do is cover that. And if some get on the embellishments, that's okay. Mainly All right. So I've got the splatters. Now I'm going to use some of these little things. There are some splats, some puffy splats, and I'm going to use them kind of where we don't have splats on the page. And I'm going to actually put a little puffy sticker right here that says smile. And actually, I'm going to change it out for, well, actually, I'm going to put it right here. That was a happy day. There are these little sparkles, twinkles, I guess they're called. And it comes in a set of 3. So I kind of like that. Put those right there. Here's a splat, another splat. I'm gonna use it maybe right there. And if I have a third splat, I do have a yellow one. I'll put it right there. And then I've got a green butterfly that can go there. I have a pink one. Maybe it should go here. There you go. And then that happy day looks like it's kind of part of that little cluster. I like that. I like anytime I can do something that kind of forms a cluster. I'm happy. I'm a happy scrapper. I have little tiny puffy dots that are sort of like little eyeballs. It's kind of weird, but they're cute. And they're in all the colors, all the same colors I've used on my page. You know what I'm doing right here? I have not covered up this pencil line, and I haven't brought this down to there. So, I tell you what I'm going to do. I think I have more of that orange torn paper, but I also have this well, let me tear a strip of orange paper, and that's long enough, and I can kind of slide it up under there. It's maybe a little longer than it needs to be, but that's okay. I'm going to put some glue on it. I intended for the flowers to be over here, but this open area there needed some coverage. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Whoops, I'm peeling up. It's when you want to peel these things, it's impossible. Okay, I'm gonna lift that up and I can slide this under, and then I'll cut it off if I need to. I'm gonna have to peel this up, and then we'll have to glue it all down, and if I mess it up, I'll just find an embellishment. Oh my goodness. I wish I had 3 hands right now, and I wish one of them wasn't working off of a bad shoulder. Okay. That makes me feel much better. And now I'm going to put something pretty over there and I'm glad that this blue is that far away from that blue because it's nothing like it. And I don't know if there is one in the, I'll put that right there, and I'll put a small yellow one right here, just for the heck of that. And I'm going to do my overlapping hearts on the camera. I'm going to do another twinkle bit, like maybe right there. And I'm going to add a lot more of these little eyeball thingies. I'm going to clean the sheet off. I think I have another sheet of these, so it'll be fine. There's so many and they're so cute. And yes, this is a Mixed Media Mayhem. And I cheated. I didn't do real drips. I inked on the drips, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna put a little puffy sticker right here that says love, and then I'm gonna put nice right here because the location is nice, the beach is nice, but the guy is nice. Nicer. I'm gonna call it done. Here's the original. Yeah, it had a bunch of flowers there. There's a scalloped edge there that I really didn't see until I started. And I have a punch that will do this notebook edge. I can't find it. I'm actually going to have to buy another one. I do not know where it is. Probably somewhere with my Vicki Boutin project supplies, because I use that a lot. She uses a scallop border punch, and I prefer the notebook edge border punch. So I haven't ever really kind of embraced scallops. I've got a piece of hair stuck to something somewhere, a sticker or some glue. Okay, I'm done. I thank you for watching, and I have a beautiful page to remember my sweet hubby, and this will be on the wall for a while. I thank you for watching. Bye.